What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Hey, in today's video, it's kind of a response video to the trespassing videos that I put out, because I've been having an overwhelming response, messages, private messages. Hey, tell us the story about the deer feeder and the note you left us hanging and all that. So today I'm going to tell you the story about the deer feeder and the guy leaving a note. But first, if you guys don't want to sit through a long story, it probably ain't gonna be that long, because it's, if you don't want to sit through it, I'm going to show you guys a clip of Gabby confronting a trespasser. It's like a 20-second clip that I caught on my little Kamtron camera that I was telling you guys about before. I might walk over there and show it to you guys. If not, you guys can go check the link out below. It works awesome, get notifications and all that stuff. It records everything. I'll show you guys the clip. An old boy walked up to my house. Gabby took off like a freaking dart. It was awesome. Gabby's actually hanging out with me right now. Hey, Gabby, Gabby. Hey, Gabby, Gabby, Gabby. Come here, Gabby, Gabby. Oh, Gabby. Best guard dog I've ever had in my life is Gabby. I'm telling you, I've had a lot of people tell me, you need to get a big dog out there for trespassers and just for protection in general. Well, I do. A lot of you guys probably didn't know I had Gabby. Look, she's getting in the shade over there. It's hot today. A lot of you guys probably didn't know I got Gabby. But yeah, so I'll show you guys a clip of Gabby chasing an intruder, and this happens all the time. It doesn't matter if it's a mailman, if it's the water guy, just the random she goes crazy on people. If it's not me and the kids, my wife, she goes after them. Now, she don't ever bite anybody, but if you don't know her, she will put the fear in you. Pretty much anytime a friend comes over, she's getting them, and she won't even let them out of the vehicles. And that's exactly why I got her, just for that, because she runs the property all the time. And she actually keeps all the varmints and all the varmints and like raccoons and stuff like that away from the place. All the coyotes. There's actually a video that Gabby got into a fight with a coyote right here in our front yard. It was like 10, 11 o'clock at night. I was editing a video and I heard her going crazy out there. And I know her bark and her growl and all that stuff, it means certain things. And I knew something was out here, so I grabbed my camera. I'll put a link to that video right there of Gabby chasing that, actually getting into it with the coyote. And I actually ended up taking a shot at the coyote, and you guys could check that video out. It's pretty cool. But anyways, so I'll show you that clip of Gabby here in a second. But before, guys, if you're new to my channel, you just come across it, smash that like button for me if you will, if you like this video. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and click that little bell for notifications. Okay, let's get to the video of Gabby chasing the trespasser, and then I'll tell you a little story about the old deer feeder. You guys see that? Gabby does not mess around. If someone comes over, she's going at them. It's awesome. So you guys seen her? She's the number one, where's she at? She's our number one line of defense out here on the homestead. And then obviously my pistol is the second one. You know, I got a lot of comments saying, hey, Dutch, pointing that pistol at the camera, you shouldn't be waving that pistol off the camera. And I'm thinking to myself, all right, first of all, it's a camera. I can't, if you guys didn't know this, if you're watching a video and someone points a pistol at the camera, they can't shoot you through the camera, guys. There's no, you're in no harm whatsoever. So if that offends you, maybe don't click a video that has a thumbnail of someone pointing a gun, because if it's offensive to you, then you don't even need to be on the channel, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm like, all right, first of all, it's a camera. Second of all, I'm out in my front yard, there ain't no one around. I'll point a pistol anywhere I want to point a pistol, guys. You can leave me comments all day long, but if I want to pull a pistol out and point it up in the air, down the ground, I'll do it. I don't care. I mean, it's not hurting nothing at all. That's a freedom, that's a right I have as an American, and you guys understand that for sure. So you guys go check out the comments in that other video of people just going crazy about me pulling my pistol out like I was just waving around like an idiot. No, not at all. First of all, if you guys have any training whatsoever, you know, a lot of people say don't ever pull a pistol unless you intend to use it. Yeah, that's absolutely right in a situation where if I have an intruder or a trespasser or someone's confronting me. But if I'm out in my front yard and I want to pull my pistol out to look at it or show you guys on camera, absolutely no harm whatsoever in doing that. And look again, my finger was straight off the trigger. That's the Marine Corps training coming out. You don't ever put your finger on the trigger. Things can't happen that way, but you guys can check it out. No danger whatsoever. Anyways, I'll get off that little rabbit trail. Now let's get down to, I'll tell you a quick story about the deer feeder and about the trespassers we had on here. And I had them on camera. Had them on my little deer camera several times, probably over 50 pictures of them, just random days riding their four-wheeler and trucks back there. Okay, so when we first bought this property, it's 10 acres. There's like 50 acres here, and no one lived out here except for like 30 acres over, and then like another 20 acres over there. I got neighbors that way. Well, I knew I'd have problems with people coming out here, especially once we mowed up. We had this all mowed and baled, looked real nice out here, and we started bringing things out here. We started construction. We started dirt work on the pole barn house. People are going to be nosy and come up here. I understand that. Well, I had a deer feeder out back. You can see the tree, that tree right there. I think I had a deer feeder out there, and I wanted to see. I knew there's big deer around here. I wanted to put a camera out there to see what deer are out here. So I had the camera in the deer feeder out there probably 2 weeks. The second week I went out there to get my camera, and I start going through the pictures. And what do you know? I got a kid on a four-wheeler driving by, and then driving back by, and then a white truck driving by. Well, then I started looking, because I didn't really never pay much attention to it, but there was a road, pretty much a highway, they had beat down and went all the way across this field, across like 50 acres. So I was like, I'm gonna follow it. I'm gonna see where this road goes, because that's obviously where they're going, where they're coming from. So I follow it, and it goes to a neighbor down there on the corner. And I've heard some stories about this neighbor being crazy and all this stuff. I mean, just a nut. And so I really didn't want to mess with him a whole lot. So I was like, I need to talk to him. I need to tell him. They probably don't know I bought the property, and I need to talk to him. Well, after I got a couple pictures of this boy riding back and forth, I was like, I'm gonna go down there and talk to him. So I go down there, knock on the door, nobody's there. I was like, all right, well, I didn't know his number or anything like that. So I just said, all right, if I catch him out there, I'll just talk to him, ask him to come out here. Well, like a week later, I check my camera again, and I see a kid pull up on a four-wheeler and starts taking the lid off my feeder, looking at it, just messing with it, being a kid, being a nosy kid, getting corn, flicking corn everywhere. I'm like, man, what the crap? Well, then he walks back. This is like a series of pictures. And then he walks back to his four-wheeler, grabs this note, excuse me, grabs this note and ties it onto my deer feeder. He ties it onto the deer feeder. And I didn't even realize there was a note on there. After I seen the picture, I'm like, he put something on there. So I guess it's a note, piece of paper, something. So I had to go back out there and get the paper. Well, what the paper says is, hey, we want to know who's hunting out here. Call me. And had the guy's phone number on there. I'm like, all right. So I called the old boy up, tell him who I am, tell him I just bought this 10 acres. I know he didn't know I owned it. And we went and all that stuff. I asked him, please don't let his son ride on my place anymore. And he's, I understand. He goes, we didn't know someone else bought that place right there. No big deal. I wasn't real mad about it, but it was kind of annoying because I knew he didn't own any of this land. I know the owner of all this land, and I knew he didn't own it. So he goes in and starts saying, yeah, man, I just wanted to introduce myself. That's why I had him put that note out there. Nice to meet you, all this stuff. He goes, we've been hunting that land over there for 20 years. And he goes, I was just wondering who else was out there, who we had to watch out for and all this stuff. And I said, okay, I understand that, man. You kind of had free reign on this place. No one's really overseeing it. And I said, do you own any of that land over there? He said, no, we don't own none of that. We just own this 5 acres or whatever it is over here. And I said, okay. I said, I guess you got permission to hunt out there? Well, yeah, I got permission several years ago. Well, I keep up with most laws, especially with hunting and stuff. And I said, you do know you're supposed to have written permission every single year because it can change ownership. And you have to go back and get permission every year to legally be out there. Oh, yeah, they don't care. They're a good old boy. They don't care if I hunt out there. I said, well, sir, I said, that land sold 3 years ago. If you got permission 5 years ago, you don't have permission out there anymore. I said, that's none of my business, though. I said, that's between you guys. But it was kind of irritating because he was wanting to hunt all this place, and he don't own any of it. And I said, but I know they're getting ready to, my uncle's getting ready to buy this land next to me, and I seen you guys got like a highway riding back and forth on here. He goes, yeah, like I said, we've been riding all over the place. We won't do it no more. And I said, okay, man, I appreciate that. So I thought it was the end of it. I didn't think I was gonna have any more issues with him. Well, I was wrong. I put my camera facing that road, that like highway they got going through the grass, and I've got tons of pictures of them going across my uncle's place. My uncle ended up closing on that land, going across our like 24, 25 acres combined, just driving back and forth, because we weren't moved out here yet. We had just got this this framed in, this dried in, and we weren't moved out here, and they knew that. Well, I had a couple more confrontations with them, but I'll tell you guys this real quick, and I'll quit blabbing on so you guys can go do other things, watch other videos. Well, we got a light snow one day, and I was like, I'm gonna go check on the pigs. So we had pigs out here still, and I was like, I'm gonna go check on them. And so I come out here, and we had a blanket of snow all over the place. And I came up the driveway, turned to the driveway, and there's four-wheeler tracks coming up the driveway, come right next to my shop. I mean, within like a half a foot of my shop, go right over here and go right through the middle of my field. And that, I was like, you got to be kidding me. And I knew who it was, and I was like, I've told them like 2 or 3 times not to do that, because I mean, it was just a mess. I'm like, no, I don't want to cause any problems, but he needs to stay off my place, especially we got tools and stuff. I don't know, I don't want anyone out here. And so fast forward about another month, we're doing electrical work in here, and my father-in-law says, do you know that person in that white truck? I look out there, and it was a neighbor. He drove right next to my house. We had our vehicles parked over here, right on the backside. We used to park on this backside whenever we're doing stuff, because it's just easy next to the door and get stuff out. He drives right by, and they go all the way to the back. I was like, oh, I'll be right back. So I get my vehicle, my truck, and I get my truck, and I drive back there, and they're off the ground looking around out in the back in this woods that they don't even own, looking around all over the place. I'm like, what are they doing? So I get out. I walk right up to them. They're just in their own little world. I said, hey guys, what's up? And they start, and they, oh, hey man. I said, guys, I've already talked to you like 2 or 3 times, and you guys are still you're showing no respect for my property and my uncle's property whatsoever. I said, you guys just keep riding back and forth, and if you guys keep doing it, if I catch you doing it one more time, I said, I got cameras out there, I got your boy riding his 4-wheeler, I seen his truck flying across my field there at night, and I said, you guys got to stop. If I catch you again, I'm calling the sheriff's department. I said, we're neighbors, I want to get along, but I'm not going to deal with this anymore. I'm not going to be liable if your boy crashes his 4-wheeler or his truck out here at my place or my uncle's place, and you try to sue us or something. I said, we don't know you guys, but we want to get along. Oh, we wouldn't sue you. We're not like that. We're good old boys. I said, well, if you were good old boys, you would respect the boundaries of my property, and you guys would stay off of them. Well, to wrap this story up, that was the last time I've had anything to do with those neighbors at all. As far as I know, they stayed off my place. They stayed off my uncle's place. The old boy, the kid got a driver's license. He got him a truck. He's driving his girlfriend around. They don't drive 4-wheelers back here no more. They ain't got time for all that, so that's a good thing. But yeah, that's the story of the guy leaving a note on my deer feeder. I'm like, seriously? You guys told me you like these stories, so I got a couple more stories I could tell you guys. Not going into great detail and long length on this video, but maybe in the future I'll tell you another one or so. I mean, they're interesting. I like watching all the trespassing videos other people put out. Just watching people, I mean, it's just entertaining. So if you guys like this one and you guys do want to hear some more stories, tell me down in the comment section there. Tell me, hey Dutch, we like your stories, keep telling them, and I'll do it for you guys. There's a lot of people who don't like stories and they actually want to see some footage. That's cool too. This video had some in the beginning, so if you guys like that, smash that like button for me if you would. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and click that little bell for notifications, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks for watching.